Hey everybody, a happy Thursday to you out there. Thanks for joining us here on Northern Life. Today was one of those moments where it's like, man, it's a pretty cool job we get to have, you know? A significant portion of our day today, it's a future blindfold coming up, was looking for the elusive, ever elusive Bigfoot in the woods.
It was indeed. We learned a lot.
We did. We learned so much. There's this organization that looks for Bigfoot and researches Bigfoot, and so in a couple weeks you're going to see this in a blindfold. But fascinating stuff, everything that they know and that they've documented and everything like that. You know, I'm still kind of on the fence about Bigfoot, but it certainly is a compelling argument for sure.
Yeah, really nice people.
Yes.
Really great getting to spend time with them and learn more about what they do. And we'll tell you more about a conference that's coming up in the month of October in Grand Rapids, Minnesota. If you love all things Bigfoot.
Get your Bigfoot on, you know.
Yeah,
it's going to be lots of fun.
Family friendly too, which is awesome.
Yep.
But hey, until then, coming up today here on Northern Life, we're going to have Mitch from the Duluth Tattoo Company joining us here in studio. We'll be talking about his team before the start of the Great North Tattoo Fest, which is happening over at the deck from Friday through Sunday. Plus, I believe Hunter here are going to learn more about how to protect your Northern legacy with Dahlberg Law Office.
Love me some Dahlberg Law. Mr. Chris Dahlberg, he's a great dude.
Yeah, great guy.
Yep.
And here's something cool you can also experience this weekend if you're not into the tattoo scene. Top handball talent will be on display for the 8th annual North Shore Handball Tournament on Friday and Saturday. That event is going to be held at the downtown Duluth YMCA, which is free and open to the public to come down and watch. Tournament action mainly occurring Friday 4 to 7, Saturday 8 to 3. And the competition draws from the Midwest and beyond, featuring national and regional title holders.
So just judging from the photos, is it similar to like what we played in middle school, the wall ball? Did you ever play wall ball?
It's very much like wall ball. It appears
Okay.
like it's very much like racquetball, but using your hands.
Sure, okay,
Yeah.
so it can get pretty intense. It's just two people
yeah.
lined up, throwing a ball at a wall. I'm sure the ball is very fast, very rubbery.
Oh, I bet.
Interesting.
Yeah, smacking it pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun. And I know the downtown, I've never played the racquetball at the downtown Y, but I know they have those awesome courts, so I'm sure a lot of people will stop down to watch.
So then you're hitting with a racket. It's going even faster.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I can't imagine that.
Oh.
The only time I've ever seen racquetball is in those old movies where, you know, they're making big business deals, you know, after playing racquetball together.
Or
squash.
Squash, that's true.
Yeah.
John Candy is in a significant scene.
Yeah, I think
forget
so.
what movie it is, but yeah, yep, he's playing racquetball.
I remember that.
Yep.
I remember that. Well, hey, students are heading back to school soon, and parents are also moving their kids into the college dorm room. I remember my family moving me in over at UMD.
Yep.
That was a big day. And the National Retail Federation estimates students and their parents, on average, will spend more than $1,400 on dorm room essentials this year. Hunter, do you remember your first day moving into the dorms?
100% do. It was so much fun. It was just a scary, daunting time, but it's like, wow, this is kind of freedom. It's pretty darn cool. And, you know, thank you so much to my parents, of course, for buying all that stuff for me and helping me get into that place, you know?
Yeah, I mean, college, that was a big day. You probably, you know, I believe like one of the first things I ever bought in my post-college dorm room experience was a mini fridge for my future apartment. And I was like, you know, looking back, I'm like, it was cool at the time, but I don't know if I necessarily needed that. So, you know, for kids out there, just make sure you have the necessities, and then maybe you can branch off into the cooler things.
You got to flex on all the other kids, though, sometimes. You know?
Yeah. Now I don't know where that mini fridge is at. I think it might still be in my parents' garage.
Hopefully with no food in it anymore.
Yeah, it might be some mold probably. Yeah. Well, it is never fun getting mold. Never fun getting a parking ticket either. But in North Carolina, there is a new program that's letting drivers pay their parking tickets without cash. So folks in Greensboro can now pay off their traffic violations by donating school supplies there. Last year, police collected, that is, over $6,000 in school supplies, which I'm guessing came from all those tickets.
It must have been. That is a very cool program right there. I wish they had that right here in the good old town of Duluth, Minnesota. Because, man, those parking tickets stack up pretty quick.
Hunter here would be funding the entire, you know, kindergarten class somewhere with all his parking tickets.
Forget box tops. You got Hunter McCullough right here doling out all my supplies.
That'd be awesome.
Oh.
That'd be fun. Well, we're now under 2 weeks away from the Minnesota State Fair, and the grounds there already buzzing, it sounds like. As for those vendors, it is not just enough to show up and cook all that food. The people at Turkey to Go say they have to get going early, obviously. They got to prep all that stuff. And guess what? You might think they just have to, you know, get food. They actually have to order their product way back in January. So plenty of prep, followed by all sorts of fun, obviously. The State Fair will kick off on August 27th.
Are you going to make it down there at some point?
We will, I believe so. I'm not exactly sure what day, if it's going to be once or twice, but Mary is a huge fan of the State Fair. I, for one, before I met Mary, you know, still going to these fairs sometimes. I hate crowds. I hate big crowds. I hate when it's hot outside. So the combination of the two, folks not watching where they're walking gets, annoys me a little bit.
Yes.
So, but it is always fun to be like, okay, this is a lot of people coming together and enjoying similar things.
It's one of those things that when I'm there, I'm like, this is pretty cool, But once every 5 years is usually my cycle for going to the fair, and it's fun when I go. But like you said, exact same reasons: the heat, the people. It's a lot of people, but it's pretty cool.
I got to tell you, my favorite thing now might be, well, besides the cheese curds, it might be the corn. The
Oh,
corn might be
really?
my favorite thing.
The sweet corn.
Yeah.
How our taste change as we get older. It used to be the funnel cakes and everything else.
I know,
and
black
now it's the
coffee,
corn. Yeah,
black coffee and sweet corn. That's all I need. I'm a happy camper.
Oh, my gosh.
Pork chop on a stick.
Sure.
Yeah,
Very good.
Yeah,
The
everything.
mutton?
Yep, always good. Well, two towns in Minnesota and Wisconsin are hoping to win a Christmas contest in the fall here. Hallmark has named the top 25 finalists in its Merriest Christmas Town contest. The eventual winners will serve as a filming location for the Hallmark movie. So Hallmark says the finalists were chosen for bringing the Christmas spirit to life through traditions, celebrations, and a deep sense of community. So that includes Bemidji, Minnesota, and Neenah, Wisconsin. So you can vote daily through the Hallmark's contest website through September 4th.
I don't know where Neenah is. That's pretty cool, though. That two area cities are in this finals. I could argue that Duluth is a very good picturesque city. Got the Christmas City of the North parade, Come on. It's very Christmassy around here.
That'd be great. Have Hunter McCullough on a Hallmark movie. That'd be great.
Nobody wants that.
Maybe as the main guy finding love.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, he already found love. He already found love.
It's the same plot. I don't need a script. It's perfect.
It's great.
Yep.
It's also great. Ed Sheeran, who he was recently in Minnesota, our executive producer Ben got to go to his store, but he made a surprise visit to a vintage shop in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, which is also a great community. So Sheeran and his family spent around an hour and a half at the store right before they closed, picking out several items. He also visited a nearby frozen custard store, and a worker there says Sheeran told her now that his kids are getting older, he wants to take them to do more memorable things while out on tour.
How cool to see a superstar in your store and get pictures with him and everything like that.
Right before they close, too.
Yep.
Pretty cool. Coming up, we are joined by the Duluth Tattoo Company. We'll see you in a bit. Welcome back, everybody. 150 tattoo artists are coming to Duluth for a weekend filled with tattoos, of course, also art, competitions, and entertainment. And here to tell us what people can expect this weekend at the Great North Tattoo Fest is Mitch Goggins. Mitch, appreciate you being here. Are you excited for this weekend?
Super excited.
It's going to be a lot of fun. And so you're also with the Duluth Tattoo Company. Could you first just talk about the tattoo community here in the Twin Ports a little bit?
Yeah, I'm one of the owners of Duluth Tattoo Company, me along with Josh Kirkpatrick. The tattoo community in Duluth is pretty awesome. It's a good tattoo town. We've got a whole widespread demographic of people that get tattooed here, everything from like college students all the way up to, you got doctors and things of that nature. And so, yeah, it's a pretty vibrant, thriving tattoo community here.
That's going to have 3 days coming up of the Great North Tattoo Fest. How did you become a part of it? How did you join in on this?
Our shop has done a few different shows with this same company.
Okay.
They're out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, and they put on a really awesome show. So when they talked to us about coming up here, we were more than excited about it.
And then when folks are visiting this event coming up, it's Friday through Sunday. Are you going to have your own booth for the Duluth Tattoo Company? What can folks find at your booth?
Yeah, all 6 of our artists are going to be there tattooing all weekend long, and yeah, you can find us underneath the big Duluth Tattoo Company banner, and then we'll all have our individual banners too.
Love it. And then a lot of people probably would assume tattoos are kind of just like body art. What do you want people to understand maybe a little more about the artistry and the creativity behind tattoos?
That's a loaded question.
Put you on the spot a little.
Yeah, I mean, tattooing kind of is what people make it, right? So like some people are getting stuff that has deep meaning to them personally, whether it's a memorial tattoo or different things of that nature. But then some people are just getting tattoos because of the art, and they want to wear someone's specific piece of art. And so that's something that like you're going to be able to find anything like that here at the Tattoo Fest, because there's going to be tattooers from all over the country there. So you'll have people that are just doing walk-up tattoos, and you can go and like pick from Flash that's pre-made little designs or whatever.
Right.
All the way up to there's people that are booking out their weekends and doing big custom pieces as well.
That's going to be really cool. And there's also competitions throughout the weekend too. What do you think judges are looking for when they're viewing other people's work?
A lot of different things. So the way this convention does their judging is there's healed categories and fresh categories for tattoos.
Okay.
And that's actually super cool because having a tattoo that looks super cool at first when it's fresh, like, says something, but then what really matters is how it looks 10 years down the line.
Right.
So seeing some of these tattoos come back into these healed categories, they're looking for how things have aged, how the lines have settled, how the whole composition lays on the body, because now it's been there for years at this point. So for the most part, judges are just looking for really solid, well-done tattoos.
Makes sense. And then being a part of the Duluth Tattoo Company, what does it mean to have this cool event with so many artists coming to Duluth this weekend?
It's super awesome. Like, we travel a lot to go to different events like this, different conventions across the country. So it's really cool to have like a proper convention come to our home turf where it's like we just got to drive down the street and do what we do. But then having all these other artists come in from across the country, it's super inspiring. It keeps us fired up about what we do.
That's going to be a lot of fun. Mitch Goggins joining us. Mitch with the Duluth Tattoo Company. Hope you have a great time this weekend. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks, no worries.
Of course. And hey, the Great North Tattoo Festival, as you saw on your screen there, happening Friday through Sunday at the Dex Pioneer Hall. So be sure to get your tickets. Find more info, DuluthTattooFestival.com. We'll see you after the break.
The Northland is a special place filled with many hidden gems. Join us as we uncover them and shine a light on your town. The final stop of our 2026 Your Town Tour is Ironwood, Michigan. Join us Friday at 4, 5, and 6 as we go live from Ironwood. Your Town Ironwood is presented by Zach's Realty and these fine sponsors.
Hi, Laura Lee here, inviting you to join me every week for Cooking with Laura Lee. Life, as we know it, can be hectic and fast-paced, and sometimes the perfect cure is a tasty dish. I'll be sharing some of my family's favorite meals each Wednesday exclusively on our free Northern News Now Plus streaming app. Don't have our app? Just search Northern News Now Plus on Roku or wherever you stream and add it to your TV. Cooking with Laura Lee, new episodes every Wednesday exclusively on the Northern News Now Plus streaming app.
We've all had help planning for life's biggest moments, except for aging. Many feel completely lost. Aging Untold will help you take control. The only show about aging well.
We tackle your questions about getting older
with solutions for caregivers.
You are not alone. Get answers and encouragement.
Make your later years your best years.
Weather doesn't run on a schedule.
And neither do we. Stay that way for the next.
We're here to bring you the first alert.
5 meteorologists looking out for you.
Focused on what's next for the Northland.
Tracking changes from daybreak to late night alerts.
And when conditions slip fast, we update fast.
What's changing?
Where it's headed.
And what it means for you.
The largest team, the most coverage. First Alert Weather, only on Northern News Now.
Northern Legacy on Northern Life is brought to you by Dahlberg Law.
Well, folks, it's that time for another episode of Northern Legacy with attorney Chris Dahlberg. And once again, thanks for joining us this afternoon here, Chris.
I've been having fun with this.
It's so much fun, seriously. And so this episode, of course, last time we talked a lot about the power of attorney and what exactly that has to do with. So this episode, I know we're going to be talking more about the healthcare directive and how that works with all of this, which is something also that you work with, correct?
Right. I mean, so people just think all the attorneys do for estate planning is a will or trust.
Yes.
And there's a lot more steps we want to try to get in order for the family. We're going to talk titling. We talked last time about power of attorney, and today about healthcare directive. Who's going to make the medical decisions if you can't?
So why is this so important when it comes to after somebody passes away?
Well, the big thing is it's it's a crisis, and it's really while they're living. But you're right, it's after they pass away too. And so the crisis is, let's say Dad's passed away, Mom's in the hospital, and she has a coma. And you don't want the 3 kids at your bedside arguing over it, because you know 2 of the kids are going to say, Mom's a fighter. She would have never given up on us. And one of the kids is going to say, you know what? Mom would have never wanted the indignity. Mom's been in the hospital now 10 days on this machine. She wouldn't want this. And that's really what it's doing. So I always tell my parent clients, you be the bad guys. You make the tough decision, and you decide which kid's going to be in charge.
That totally makes sense. Why put that burden on the children, you know?
Yeah,
they're going
right.
to fight, and they're going to let the emotions get in the way and all of that stuff, like you mentioned. So why not make a healthcare directive?
Right, and it asks a lot of questions. And the other thing is, it's important, Hunter, to say, who is the right person? Because we talked last time about the power of attorney. That's the finances. Well, the person who can handle finances might not be the same as the person who can handle a medical directive. So, you know, you might have a family member that's got an RN or a physician's assistant or a doctor or something. You think, you know what? Obviously, they've got some background so they can work with the doctors a little bit better. Now, good example is my family.
Okay.
So I have 2 other brothers. My middle brother is developmentally disabled, so he's out of the picture. He couldn't make decisions.
Yeah.
My older brother, I kind of call him California Feelgood. He's a wonderful guy, but he has his emotions on his sleeve.
Yes.
He cries at the drop of a hat. I'm the military man, so my parents knew I'd follow the orders even if it was tough. And I had to do that with my mom. She had a coma, and it was a tough situation, and we had to do that end of life. So that's why it's important. And you know, the healthcare directive not only handles while you're living, but we ask questions about, you know, what do you want for your funeral services even? Do you want to be buried as a veteran? The other one is cremation or burial, and the healthcare agent is the one that gets to do with the remains. I've had fights and people calling in saying, ex-girlfriend has the ashes of my brother, or so-and-so has the ashes, and how do we get this? And there's no healthcare directive. Or they said, I paid for the down at the funeral home, but all of a sudden they came in and they took the ashes. So these are during life decisions that are real tough ones, and also end of life ones too, like organ donations is another issue. So, you know, people go, wow, I didn't know going to an estate planning attorney was that much, but we get it all done. And you know, the other thing is with the document, you can get this done for free at the hospital.
Yes.
And I always tell my clients that. But the issue is procrastination. So people say, wow, this is a great form. Let's do this after dinner. Dinner comes, and then they say, okay, we'll do it after Wheel of Fortune. All of a sudden, 10 years passes, it's under the TV credenza, and they haven't done anything. So we'll do it really quick.
That's beautiful,
Oh, yeah.
and that's what you're all about here, Chris. And we appreciate you hanging out with us once again
Thank
here.
you.
We got another episode in a couple of weeks, and thank you for joining us,
I appreciate
Chris.
it.
We'll be right back after the break.
Before we go, if you've been thinking of visiting a national park, here's some motivation to make plans for the end of the summer here. Coming up August 22nd through the 30th, it is going to be National Park Week. So this year's theme, celebrating America's story in honor of that nation's 250th anniversary. Entrance to the parks is free for U.S. citizens and residents on August 25th. And the National Park Service's 110th birthday as well.
Never been disappointed walking into a national park. Pretty darn cool to see all that Mother Nature has to offer.
Also, I've not been disappointed lately walking into, we just did our Bigfoot research at the Superior National Forest.
Yes!
Yeah, beautiful trails and things to explore.
Forget how many trees, I mean, I live up there, but yeah, you forget how many trees are up there and everything.
Yeah.
The shrubbage, I mean, it's just beautiful.
That drive towards Ely, yeah, you see nature you don't see anywhere else, so it's quite beautiful. And before we go today as well, Oreo wants fans to pick their new favorite flavor. The Stack Company releasing 3 limited edition flavors: banana pudding, deep fried cookies, and chicken and waffles. So Oreo lovers can grab the new cookies a week before they hit store shelves. You can grab them online at Oreo's website or Snackworks' TikTok storefront, and those fans can cast their votes, that is, by scanning a QR code or by going to oreo.com/twistlickvote.
Oh, wow, that's a little nefarious, but that sounds really good. Oh, my gosh.
Pick your favorite.
Yes, we love you so much.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.
Find some time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.